Greetings and welcome back. This is Steam Streaming Activity, back with more Warhammer 40k Rogue Trader. Last time we finally got to Rykadi Philia, the prison planetoid, and now we have gone to the depths, the lower levels of this jail. And there are some people there, probably doing something unspeakable to each other. But before that, there's some locked doors that we should try and unlock. Ooh, 83%. Well, let's see if we can manage it with a bit of saving. There we go.
The sooner we start.
Ooh, that's 85% chance Medicaid check. Let's save again. Because, yeah, okay, we failed that one. Ah, well, that's fine. No need to run after few experience points that much. We are fine and well on our way for the next level, aren't we? Let me double check. Oh no, we just reached level 8, so... Oh well. It's gonna be fine. Let's approach our good... oh, there is the Warden, and there's Evayne. And Evayne is in a bit of a compromised position, I would say. I don't think he enjoys that. Let's head on down and meet the gods. I told you, Evie. They are hiding so much from us. Arrogant mentors, holy brothers and sisters. What have they ever given us? Nothing but a pile of fibs and useless admonitions. The voice of a man standing with his back to you sounds almost soft. Heedless of everything but what is in front before him. He leans over a prisoner dressed in expensive clothing. But Aurora, she's different. She spoke with me like no one ever had before. She revealed the truth to me, and now I can reveal it to you. If you just stop struggling for a minute. What? The man finally realizes he's not alone and turns to you. He is clutching a long, thin metallic rod with blood dripping off it. We have guests. From the Von Valencia's ship, I would wager. Evie, my dear, you will have to wait. Do not faint, I beg of you. It's important that you feel everything, including your other eye. The Warden's words are suddenly drowned out by a chorus of voices in your head. The entity that still dwells in the recesses of your mind rejoices in the cacophony of cries. Cacophony of cries, yes. This place, it holds great significance for the entity. In the frantic changing of the voices, you can almost make out words that speak of an ancient grave, one that was opened, for it contained a priceless treasure, a most coveted prize that was retrieved by the faithful after a centuries-long search. Such dreadful shades. Cassia recoils and covers her mouth. The colors of this place, they are putrescent to the core, and these people, their colors are oozing with madness and despair, pain and doom. So, how do you know who I am? Lies have many faces, but there is only one truth, and it has been laid bare before me. I knew the enemy of the truth would come here sooner or later. You know, we had this guy once. He was a quiet one. One day he walked into middle deck bar and threw one back, then pulled out a gun and started shooting people left and right without saying a word. Then he shoved the barrel in his mouth and blew his brains out. Our warden here has exactly the same look in his eyes right now. The pit. There is something special about it, is there not? An item of value was once buried there. Now tell me, Warden, what was the item and who took it from here?
Warden's gaze bores into you. Then he smiles with the corners of his lips.
You are too late, enemy of the truth. The bastion has already fulfilled its great purpose at this bastion. You will never find a trail of the reclaimed relic, and now, that now rests in the hands of the devout.
Who is that on a table?
My sincerest apologies. Where are my manners? Please allow me to introduce Evayne Winterscale, the youngest son of Caligas Winterscale, in the flesh. You know, he was so close to witnessing the truth right before you interrupted our little chat.
How dare you, contemptible peasant! For every drop of noble blood you spilt, you will pay 100-fold more.
Cassia turns to you for support with an expression that is in equal parts indignant and frightened. Abelard shakes his head somberly.
The poor fool! He knew nothing good would come of this naive attempt at negotiating with heretics. However, Evayne appears to still be alive. If we make haste, we might yet save him. Having a scion of House Winterscale in your debt would certainly prove beneficial.
Step away from the hostage at once.
The warden sneers and glances at the maimed young man.
Hostage? How rude. Young Winterscale is my guest and dearest friend. He came here himself to visit his old acquaintance and have a heartfelt talk. And I'm not merely showing him some appropriate hospitality to commemorate. No. I am merely showing him some appropriate hospitality to commemorate our reunion.
As if echoing his words, Evayne lets out a weak moan.
What madness have you wrought in this prison? Do you truly want to know?
He becomes more animated and runs a hand through his matted hair. You note it has been some time since he last trimmed his nails.
This was my garden, where I tried to grow the seedlings of a beautiful future. That was before I realized that there is no future, not in the sense ordinary people understand. We are too attached to this life, to the limitations of our weak body, to the short-sightedness of our eyes that can scarcely see. It is all so insignificant. The true future lies beyond real space, and the only way to reach it is through a cleansing sacrifice. Do you understand?
Why did you mutilate these people?
These are my optimates, saints who will guide the flock at the fated hour. Listen.
He pauses and smiles.
Can you hear? You can't. They are crying out, calling. It's just that their cries are not meant for our ears. They cast their voices out there, beyond the edge of the glass, into transparent quiet. There they are heard. There their call is answered.
Rogue trader, every moment spent on talking to this heretic could be moments spent destroying him and committing displays to purifying flames. Isn't it time we got started?
Soon.
Who is Aurora?
Oh, so you managed to barge in here and interfere with the prophetess's designs without even knowing who she is? But it is too late now. You will never attain sight. All you can do is accept your fate.
He suddenly stirs like a predatory beast.
I do not like it when people take the prophetess Aurora's name in vain. I desire your death, enemy of the truth.
The warden raises his hand, and the main people start thrashing about in their death throes.
The time for words has passed. Optimates, give your power to the harbinger of Aurora. Let our foes see the truth, or become awash in blood.
Don't you dare to cross us!
You
Oh.
asked for it.
Righty, so Idira will go first. So we are gonna stoke her right there. Then, Abelard will be right here. Argenta, we can't put her there, but we can move her, so that's not such a big problem. Beatrice will stay there, yes, and we can put Cassie right here. Good. So, me and Cassie, we will go first. So, in that manner, Abelard, would you kindly charge at this fool? I might have made a mistake here. Ah, yeah. Oh, yeah, so Cassie can move now.
I know what
So I
needs
can
to
place her here. Yeah, I should have first triggered Abelard's brace for impact. Oh well, I won't get as much. Oh no, she can move. So I will get.
military tactics.
So I can't use. I don't understand. Why can't I use any of these? I guess only one of commanders can use his or her abilities when this is triggered. Oh no, it's movement. It's Abelard's movement. Oh, we will stay right there. So actually we caught quite a few people in that one. But we didn't get our turn. Interesting. Fine, so we will give... I can? Don't I see Abelard? I guess I don't. Yeah, he did hit me. So we give Abelard a buff. Then we buff ourselves.
Was that you?
And I think next will be some warp lightning. So can we do it without hitting Abelard? We will hit Abelard a bit, but at least we'll remove all three of these guys. Yeah, 2 damage is nothing. But we at least remove the front line of our opponent. Now, yes, so we will make Argenta move here.
Guided by faith.
So she can start opening fire in that direction. We will give... I don't see her. I need to move a bit to give her voice of command. And now she'll be able to open fire. Yes. 47%, 48. Let's go with this.
For the weak.
Well, a couple of hits, that's good enough, and then we can activate, yes, a Furious Recital. Good. Now, as for us, we need to return to cover. Otherwise, well, we might run into some shit. Okay, high momentum. I really don't want to use your high momentum ability, so... I'll just move her up here. And then she'll be able to open fire on these guards. There. Okay, and one more time. Yeah. There we go. And now she needs to run to the cover. And reload. A free reload. So good to have it. Warden will come after Abelard. Good. Abelard can still parry that. And this guard can't hit Argenta. And...
It will
so,
be done.
let's first do Endure. Is there... yeah, there is another guard there. That will leave me... I think... yeah, okay. He attacks me, he hits, but that's fine. We finish this guy off, and then we trigger Daring Breach.
themselves.
Yes, so I can return to the warden and start smacking him.
At your beck and call.
But
That's not the seneschal's job.
he can't hit him. It's 19%.
It will be done.
Oh, one hit. Okay, okay, so let's stay there. So this affects only enemies. Good. Now, before we use it though, I will give Abelard another turn so that we gain more wisdom for Cassia. Again, endure and smack. Oh, 47% now. Good. And now we can cast, yeah, 34 penalty to willpower and toughness on Warden. Okay. So did he 8 that penalty? Warden, did you get the... Ah. I don't see that this effect should have any downtime. No, well. Interesting. So now we can use analyze enemy to gain exploits. Then, so we don't really need forewarning. Argenta might need forewarning. Then we will exploit weakness.
Of course.
He has 5 stacks of exploits, so it will be quite decent. And then, as we can't attack with our staff, we can just shoot him
Will do.
with the las gun. Long las. There we go. 21 damage. Boom. No, I can't give voice of command to Abelard, but I can make him attack Warden again. There, let's start endure again. And smack. There we go. What's our secondary? Anything interesting? Fine. Single shot or multi-shot? Can I? It's 25%. I will most likely hit Abelard. Let's single attack that misses. Oh well. Now, Argenta. Argenta. First, let's revel in slaughter to regain some of our buffs. Move up and 45%. Okay, so some of the hits will land. Almost, and we can. Oh yeah, I didn't use this. Yeah, that's fine. She has an action point, but I really don't want to spend it. Okay, she dodged all of that. Oh, Abelard was injured. He had 50 stacks of...
Will be done.
Yep, endure. Now he has 42 hit points, so...
I will do my duty.
That's that. Oh, but he comes back. So, yeah, we have to take out these lenses so that the Warden does not come back. Let us... yeah.
Victory is imminent.
Ooh, so he failed the willpower test here. Good. So for 3 turns, Abelard will be his primary target. Great. I again want to cast a Waking Nightmare on him. Well, is he? For what reason is he immune to the Waking Nightmare? All enemies... Okay, that is a weird one. I want to give another... I want to give Idira another turn. Because she is equipped with the long las, she can try and take out these lenses for us. There, 19 damage. Good, almost done. Meanwhile, Cassie can stay in her place. I won't use your... attack thing. Okay, so that's one's down. I don't want to use the heroic ability of operative. It's not that good compared to the commander's ability, soldier's ability, or for that matter, warrior's ability. They're pretty neat. But we'll definitely put some exploits on Warden. And so are you dodging? Yes, you have extra dodge. Then do nothing. Okay, here we go. We will give Abelard extra turn. He can move up here. Charge in. Parry, okay.
It will be done.
And then let's try to smack him. Oh, we failed. And then give him another extra turn. So he can apply his buff. Endure and smack. There we go. As for us... yeah, there's really no good position. Good move here. Abelard is still the priority for him, so... let's try to hit the lens. There we go. Just do damage. It's barely anything. We will head up here with Argenta. Trigger run and gun.
As the Emperor commands, I act.
Well, you didn't have to reload. That was a bit... that was a bad mistake. Losing a chance to shoot multiple shots at the unholy lens here. Do well. Now he tries and Abelard dodges. Great.
Victory
now
is imminent.
again, endure. 39 hit points, good. Can you? No, you can't.
It will be done.
Okay, that did hit. Right, now. Cassia. To come down here. Why can't you? Isn't he under the voice of command? No, he is not, and she ain't either. But you can give Idira, because you're closer to her, bring it down. So extra turn it is. And Idira can take... so that lens has been taken down. Can you? No, you can't hit that one. Can you hit that one? No, but we can hit Warden.
Anyone see that?
Okay, so he comes out of this lens now. Barely alive, so what does that do to him? The target suffers -20 penalty to strength. 50% armor against all damage types except warp damage, so Idira would be exceptionally powerful against him. Now, out of interest, can you... can she reach him with her eyes? No, she can't. No point of doing that, you don't have the range. Voice of command, anybody? No. Anybody who needs voice of command has been voice of commanded. So we need to move a wee bit closer. Then we need to hit this lens. Bang. Yep. And more exploits on the Warden. And then expose weakness, so he's easier to hit. Good. As for us, we will move here. Closer and open fire on the lens. That's at least something. And. Can we? Oh, Argenta can get a turn. Good. Argenta needs a turn because here is a lens that would be destroyed. She hit it once. Wow. Marvelous. Pass. Now. She could take out the Warden, but that does not really help us. The lens is the priority. Good, that was some damage. Reload. Stay up there. Oh, he's not going after Argenta. Interesting. Meanwhile, Abelard can head on. And then charge towards him. And shoot,
Victory
maybe.
is imminent.
And
At
again,
your beck and
endure.
Be careful not to cross my gaze.
Again, Adira, my
If you
dear.
insist, Lord Captain.
Yep, please and thank you. Unholy. Did she just? No, she hit the line. Good. And can I take a look, speaksy at the man? No, I will deal damage to Abelard as well. We don't want to do that. Can a single shot reach him?
I
Not
have
really.
read tomes of military
what about-
tactics.
Oh yeah, now we can avoid Abelard.
Isn't this a job for the serfs?
There. Have a look, boy. So I will take that out, but I'm pretty sure
Was that you? Or
you are weak to warp damage.
Anything
Have
else?
fun. Did he finally die? Oh, he actually did. I don't believe we've been properly introduced.
Blood is bubbling on the young man's lips, and his voice is barely audible, but even now it remains melodious and quite courteous.
Evayne Winterscale of Coronis. Greatly pleased to make your acquaintance. On the rare days that Lord Winterscale visited Uruk 5, the station was awash in a mist of warm hues. We were forbidden from meeting each other, but I was delighted still to see such rare colors in my home. Now, however, his colors are darkening, twisting from pain and bitterness. We must help, Lord Captain. We must save the clarity of his soul, for he whose presence makes the world a little brighter deserves no less. Lady Cassie, I presume? The sacred child of House Ocilio. How disgraceful it is that on the day we finally meet,
Evayne looks away in shame.
I find myself not at my best. There is no disgrace in your predicament, Lord Winterscale. Lord Captain and I met under similarly dreadful and tragic circumstances. What have they done to you? The warden, my friend, tried to convince him to stop the riot. Diplomacy failed.
Speaking is a struggle. He continues stubbornly.
Father hates diplomacy, which is why I had to try. Conserve your strength. You're wounded and need help. Wounded? I wouldn't have phrased it altogether differently. Tortured and maimed, perhaps. Have you ever had your eyes burned out? This was my first time. I cannot say I recommend the procedure. It
Is either trying to make light of the situation or growing delirious from the pain.
I must take my leave. No, the first one. Oh, sorry, the third one. I must take my leave. I will see to it that assistance is provided to you and that you are escorted from here.
He nods, giving in to oblivion.
Okay, so we have saved Evayne. What's this? What's this? Your skin crawls as you approach this place. However, there does not appear to be anything of note. Ooh, +3 profit factor. Nice. The mutilated man does not stir, bound in his shackles. The plaque near his head reads, Most Holy Prophet and Optimat Apati Shan. Well, we did learn about him from his journals, so he didn't manage to escape. What do we have here? We don't need any of that. Well, that can go into cargo now. What do we have here? A crippled man. A crippled man's appearance is ghastly, and yet it is evident he was cared for after his mutilation. Alrighty then. Ooh, improved armored body glove. Yes, we shall take that. No, we will take it. Noble sword. No. It has an interesting abilities. I won't give it to Abelard, I don't think. But I can give it to Argenta as our secondary. And precise last pistol. We will pick that. No, we don't need to pick. No, actually as a secondary. We can pick it up as a secondary pistol. Oh no, but well-maintained stab revolver is sort of better. But dodge reduction. I will take the precise last pistol. Now, and I will definitely take improved body glove for extra defense. As for Carapace chestplate, that can go to Idira. So she's better defended, and armored body glove will just go here. Bowhammer, auto pistol goes away, and mesh chestplate goes away as well. Yes, now the inventory is much more clean. Now, there's some more goods. Another stub revolver. Really no need for that for us, and more loot. Yes. And
The light of terror shines for us.
I guess it's time to examine these lenses. Game definitely wants us to do so. Let's examine undamaged one.
Your eye is drawn to the shards of the enormous lens scattered around the broken device.
It's not broken.
At first, you are uncertain as to what troubles you, but suddenly, the realization hits you. The glass shimmers in a unique way, just the same way as the shards of the unknown broken object you found near Theodora von Valencius's desk.
What's the matter, Lord Captain? Why are you so interested in...
Abelard trails off when he notices what you are looking at. He instantly makes the connection.
By the Imperium Saints, it cannot be.
Idira bites her lip.
I see too. Whatever that thing in her study was, it was made from the same material as this junk.
What? Abelard is at a loss for words. He makes a moment to collect himself, and all at once they start pouring out in the hastily spotter.
It's a mistake. Slander meant to blemish the good name of a person who is now dead and cannot even defend herself. First those minions of the archenemy murder Lord Captain Theodora, and now this cannot be tolerated. It will not be tolerated.
Come now, Abelard. Remember what she was like.
Idira smiles betrays her grief, but at the same time is strangely knowing.
Brazen, assertive. It was like her entire life was a race against fate until fate caught up with her in the end. She would have gone headfirst into a black hole if she had thought it would put her even one step ahead of everyone else out in the expanse. If we could just find out what she was keeping in her desk and why she went to get it during the attack.
Sister Argenta's beautiful face is full of grief.
How bitter it is to know that you were born from bad blood, but do not let this knowledge drag you into darkness.
Their sister's words ring with genuine, sincere hope that you will be blessed with a worthier fate. She does not appear to be shocked by the news of Theodora's possible heresy. Life must be so easy on your for you, sanctimonious preacher. A dubious trinket and you no longer see a person, you see bad blood. An annoying hindrance. There is enough venom in Indira's voice to poison an entire regiment. A gentle recoils, but the next moment her dark eyes ignite with fury. How dare you admonish me? We are speaking of abating the archenemy. A person who has tainted themselves thus can never justify their actions. Sure, why go through all the trouble of trying to make sense of anything when you can just label them heretic and call it a day? Except, dear friend, I seem to remember that you didn't mind Theodora so much while you were aboard the ship. You didn't leave her side for even a moment. She rescued you, aided you, and your adoration wilted the moment you heard an accusation sullying her memory. You weren't surprised or upset. You just gave up on her and moved on. Okay, so... well, we want to protect our good name, so... Sister Argenta, you will cease these insinuations about Theodora at once. I will not allow the name of the one Valencia's family be defamed by such words. Argenta's fiery gaze instantly bores into you. She coldly bites out. The deeds of the rogue trader's predecessors speak more loudly than any words I could utter. Ain't that nice? Having a zealot on board really ups the ante, doesn't it? So let's see what's here. The acerations of the outside of the structure indicate some regularity occurring natural phenomenon, possibly poison gas emissions, regularly occurring phenomenon. Well, there is nothing else here. We can leave the prison planetoid and head on further into Expanse. Well, not exactly Expanse. Rykadi system.
I'll guide your vessel and lead you on your way.
Good to know. Let's talk to Rachel. Your ladyship, the rebellion has been crushed. I have news of your lord.
She anxiously pitches forward.
Is Lord Winterscale alive? Is he alright? He is safe and in one piece. I shall receive him as guest on my ship, so ready to shuttle.
There is visible relief on the pilot's face. Clicking her heels together, she cheerfully barks out.
Consider it done, your ladyship. Thank you for your good news. For the good news. And that's that. Now we can ourselves leave. Permission to report, Lord Captain. Over the past few days, I received several messages from different decks complaining about anomalous behavior in the ship's cogitators and servitors. The machine's spirit are restless and rebellious, and no tech litany or ritual of pacification can rid them of this obstinacy. The tech priests can deal with the vessel systems, but the servitors, they make errors in their tasks, disobey orders, change their assigned rituals, or sometimes downright freeze as if in a trance.
A click comes through the Vox channel, followed by a weary sigh.
Lord Captain, occurrences such as these are caused by error in cogitator calculations or have some other sensible explanation. I beseech you not to take after those who whisper about the ship being cursed or possessed.
Idiara joins the channel and chimes in playfully. Oh, don't start, old man. All these peculiar happenings have long since turned into local legend. A door slams shut, a lumen starts flickering. Folks have grown used to all that, or so resident Ghost has decided to up the ante. I'm telling you, things are only going to get worse from here. The technomads
inspected the servitors and concluded they pose no danger. According to servants of the Omnissiah, such behavior is caused either by the echoes of mind not completely eliminated by or by manifestations of the machine spirit's will. Nevertheless, the faulty servitors made the crew task considerably more difficult, and High Factotum Gendris Darnock would like to discuss how he should deal with the defective property. He's awaiting your audience on the bridge.
So, we can deal with these servitors. Because we have an audience on the bridge. Let's see. What's this all about? These weird servitors. What are they on about? Okay. Oh, we can actually see a servitor here. Happened before, you don't need to tie it up. It conks out for a while, and then when it reboots it starts running normally again. But be careful. Yeah. It's unknown, it's never happened before, I'll be damned. Yeah, so something is happening with the bridge's automatons.
The High Factotum Gendris Darnock greets you with a cool smile and the merest hint of a bow. Pleasure to see you, Lord Captain. How may I be of assistance?
Vigdis informed me about a problem with the servitors. What happened?
You see, your ladyship, the ship's servitors have been malfunctioning of late. They violate protocols, interrupt their tasks, observe crew members for long periods of time, and move erratically with no meaning or purpose. Gendris Darnock nervously pulls on his luxurious frock coat as if it were uncomfortably tight. Had it been a routine technical fault, I would have decided that fate of the servitors myself, but I deemed it necessary to notify you. I do not wish to hide such irregularities from the Lord Captain. If you wish to observe the servitors' unusual behavior before you decide their fate, this can be arranged. The majority of defective units have been delivered to one of the storage compartments pending your decision.
I wish to take a look at the servitors before deciding their fate.
As you wish, your ladyship. Beatrice is very hands-on, Lord Captain.
Okay, sector data unavailable. Region data unavailable. Location: Von Valencia's flagship lower decks. Material: report of tech phenomenon that was observed during the Lord Captain's visit to Bay AKN 108. From the words of High Factotum Gendris Darnock.
When her ladyship arrived at the scene, she found the servitors in the same position as they assumed after they had been corralled into the bay, all standing in a long, spiraling line and facing the center of their strange formation. The moment her ladyship crossed the threshold of the bay gate, their bodies jerked into motion. All as one, as if obeying a command, the servitors turned to face the Lord Captain. The technomats asked with overseeing the defective units even reached for their weapons, but the servitors were still just as abruptly staring at her ladyship with vacant eyes. All present held their breath. Disturbed by the sight, we waited for Lord Captain to speak.
So, she took several steps towards servitors.
Immediately the servitors, each and every one of them, stepped forward towards the Lord Captain in perfect unison. They mimicked her movements with frightening precision. The rogue trader halted in place, and after a moment's thought waved her hand, and the servitors just as synchronously repeated that gesture as well. When the Lord Captain turned quizzically to the technomats, so did the servitors, as if mocking her. Whatever the Lord Captain did, be it an incline of the head, a wave of a hand, or a step to the side, the defective units repeated it without a moment's delay or hesitation, like grotesque marionettes controlled by an unseen puppeteer. We observed this mime unfold in distressed bafflement for nearly a minute until the servitors finally came to a stop. Not sensing any threat from them, the rogue trader approached with confidence. The Lord Captain examined the servitors. As High Factotum, it was I who had prompted the entire inspection, and thus it was my duty to follow the Lord Captain. As we stepped closer, we noticed a fascinating irregularity. The servitors' pupils, normally still, were shaking wildly. Their bulging veins were pulsating under their copper collars, inscribed with their past offenses. It was as if those mindless half-machines were locked in perpetual state of extreme tension. A visibly shaken technomad behind us deposed that the human soul had awakened within the servitors' bodies after long slumber deep within their lobotomized brains. Formerly bereft of intelligence, they had attained awareness, feeling, and understanding. After a pause, the technomat added that the servitors used to function properly and that no one had been able to explain the change in their behavior. Her gaze, still trained on the motionless but animated half-machines and half-people, the Lord Captain stepped away from the servitors.
So we have examined them. We won't draw the iridescent blade. Okay, demand a report on the So, Her Ladyship Beatrice von Valencius demanded a report on the defective unit status from the technomats. The technomat's long-winded and detailed report could have been summarized in a single key point. Despite the servitors' abnormal behavior, they were still quite capable of carrying out tasks, and therefore the circumstances did not call for their termination. So Her Ladyship Beatrice von Valencius ordered that one of the servitors be dismantled and its components investigated. A group of technomads hurried to act upon the Lord Captain's command. The servitor's mechanical part separated with clicks, snaps, and hisses. The structures between its wrinkled pale flesh and its augments were laid disgustingly bare. We watched the technomads do their work and could see every centimeter of the servitor's stiff muscles abounding with valves and cavities pierced by countless cords and tubes. The disassembly and analysis complete, the technomads concurred. The unit was in working order. Nothing in the deceased body that lay before us could provide any insight into the reason behind the defects. I should make note of one more thing. At the moment, all of us present discovered that not just the eyes, but the hands and heads of some of the servitors were now shaking too. It was as if the mechanized servants were overcome with some primordial terror. So, Her Ladyship Beatrice von Valencius turned to me to announce her decision. Her Ladyship looked at me with unwavering resolve, and it was that confidence that wrenched me out of the nightmarish stupor that had me tensely observing the scene unfolding before me. The Lord Captain gave order to dispose of the servitors so that their human souls may be released from torment. Lord Captain's command was executed post-haste. All defective units were incinerated in furnaces and their remains were expelled into the void. The crew was provided with replacement servitors and soon forgot all about the destroyed unit's peculiarities. Yet this incident haunts my memories to this day. With the fate of the defective servitors decided, nothing could now distract the Lord Captain from her mission. There. And with this, I think it's a good time for a cut. We have dealt with the prison planetoid and with some weirdly malfunctioning servitors. So, good. And as usual, you can find these videos on YouTube, and you can catch us streaming on Twitch. This is Team Screaming Activity signing off. Bye.